What is up, everyone? And we are really hoping that you can hear us now. Everything looks good on our end. If Twitch is.
I can hear you.
Oh, thank God. Gosh, that relief kind of broke my little monologue here. So I'm just going to plug everyone in the QR code. Definitely check out Mates of Fates. They stream on Thursdays as well. Adding to the QR code shortly will be Bull Moose. He's streaming right now, does a lot of good things on the gaming side. Real fun guy, real good friend. Check out Beyond the Review podcast. Check out, some interesting takes on all your favorite films and maybe some films that you've never seen before, as well as Teen T Tomes and his magic shop. And with all of this being said, we have a very special someone, being JC, who is going to do a quick recap for us.
What happened last time? So last time we woke up in Weisgard and did a little bit of shopping, a little bit of supplies gathering. We learned that Arid is treating the king of Burnwell as if he's been killed already, and they're going to appoint Denise as the new ruler within a month's time. This speeds up our timeline a little bit, so now we have to rush to Mollytushu and figure out where not one, but two unfindable places are that may or may not be real. Meanwhile, Cain decided to go to Mollytushu on foot. On the way there, he ran into Ercid's tribe, the Iscandia, and found out that Ercid is not really welcome back for circumstances he put himself into. However, Cain was able to speak with the leader of the Zephyrs of the New Dawn, Trust, and found out that they are starting their Phoenix Rest in between, is it like the moor? Literally right in between the mountains and the moor. Then Ercid and I and Uwasa teleported to the Misty Pine Palace where we spoke with Corbin and found out as much information as we could on these places we needed to go. Wow. And then you pulled it out. I don't know what you did. Oh, okay, there you go. I couldn't hear anything.
I can still hear you guys on the stream and in Discord.
Okay. I mean, he said we're good. Okay. So, that's where we are. Currently, with Cain on the way to the moor so we can pick him up and finish what we started. And finally get that shard of Sardior.
Yeah, all the way
More or
from
less.
Act 1.
Mm-hmm. We've been meaning to get that shard for so long.
Years. Literal in-game years.
Oh. Aaron's trying to fix the cords. He's like wrapped it up in the chair. The cords. I don't know what you've done. No.
Barely.
Barely. Thoughts on what we're gonna do? What do we want to do first?
Oh, well, I guess I have to walk over to the moor, right?
Yeah.
And then
We pick you up. And then we're in the moor. And then I guess we can take that time to bring Kane up to speed with absolutely everything, since we'll have to wait.
Yeah, we'll have to wait a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can have some nice character development there.
Because he doesn't know everything that happened and everything that we've talked about in Weisgard. He doesn't know that either, so.
So as you twiddle your thumbs away and get cords freed from chair legs, what is it that you want to do first?
All right, we wake up. Was there anything you wanted to talk to Corbin about that we didn't speak about? I can go through my notes and kind of say what we talked about.
Did you guys even sleep? I don't think you guys even slept.
Well, we would have to.
I mean,
I think they were about to.
is
They
that
finished their combo with Corbin, and then
Yeah, we spent all day in Weisgard. Went to Corbin's.
I mean, it is probably late, but technically, I think last session ended before we took a rest.
Yeah, I don't even think it's late. I think you guys are mid-afternoon. You guys can sleep if you guys want to push the rest of your day. That's totally fine. But that did not happen yet.
Okay. We learned about. I just wrote Sardior. No one knows why there are shards. Hides the secrets of Ilhaid, like the umbral mirror underneath it. There's something underneath it. A deity named Nimvala is a draconic entity. Has multiple visages. There's a dragon rider temple in the Silver Peaks. The Dian Shui Monastery teaches a specific form of martial arts that kills people and turns you immortal. Jin Sui Temple of Water Storm hidden in the mists, and that's the Dragon Rider temple. And then in Yunjadia, that's where the other shard is, the third one, and that's where the Feywild is touching Elbrin. So the plains are thin or something. And that's what we
Where on
learned.
the map? Judea.
Yunjadia is. Let's go ahead and transition this. If you're in Roll20, Yunjadia. Go ahead and everyone roll history besides you, Kane.
okay.
13.
Sorry.
Okay.
History?
Yeah.
8.
So you can see Yunjadia is on the southernmost continent of Vietnam, where Narissa, at the very least, knows is an elven kingdom.
Okay. That's where the sun elves are from.
Gold elves.
Gold elves.
Oh, I see. Man,
Yeah.
I can't believe we spent near 70 sessions and we haven't gone to the other continents.
There's a lot to do on this one.
I mean,
I mean, there
fair.
is a lot, and it's the
Yeah.
biggest one. But
it is the biggest continent.
Yeah. We gotta look, if we survive this war and we figure all this out, we can go to whatever continent we want.
yeah, we'll take a vacation. And we'll go like a vacation.
Yeah, vacation.
You know, like a filler episode.
Yeah, we'll have a
where it's
beach
supposed to be a vacation.
Oh man.
But then
Makes
it
things
turns
easy for
into
me.
a whole nother offshoot.
Because it always
Arc.
does, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta keep things moving.
Okay. So I don't think there's anything, unless you can think of anything, that we really need to talk to him about. Because, I asked about Arid, and he didn't really know anything. Nobody knows anything, so.
I mean, unless he can tell us exactly where the stones are.
No,
I don't think.
he can't.
Yeah. So.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. Unless, we should just wait to talk to Kane before we discuss any Arid plans.
Yeah.
So I guess we just kind of hang out.
Okay. If there's nothing specific you want to do, we can go to bed and pull up the next day. Corbin has his many ethereal servicers. Kind of make sure that you're all ready, your rooms are all tidied up, breakfast is good, and he just kind of sits there at the table. He looks at you all. So, what is on the itinerary?
We have to go pick Kane up from the moor. Not that you know who that is, do you?
Oh gosh, he doesn't.
Kane the Black.
Yeah, that's him.
I mean, your reputation precedes you.
I suppose that's a good thing sometimes.
That's
I
cool.
at least know of you.
Right. Well, we have to go pick him up and then go to Molitushu and do as much as we can as fast as we can.
Well,
Is Umbra nearby?
yes.
Can I just talk to Kane through Umbra?
You can. Umbra kind of like floats up, kind of notices that you're looking for her, and they cock their head at you. Their big, sort of moon-like eyes just kind of staring at you. They're very adorable.
Yellow Kane, hello, are you there?
I am here.
Ah, good morning.
Wait, we did go to sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless, was there anything that Kane wanted to do else at Phoenix Rest?
No, I kind of feel like I kind of talked to the people that I wanted to talk to.
Okay, good.
I suppose I would have just got supplies and left. Slept when it was night. Used at least half the day to go to the moor.
Okay, so you would have just been walking anyway. Okay, sounds good.
Could you repeat the question?
No, I just said good morning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Glad to hear it that you're doing all right. And just about how far away are you from the moor? Would you reckon?
How far would I reckon?
Go ahead. Were you moving fast?
Probably not.
Probably not. Kane just takes his time.
Kane has no sense of urgency at the moment.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Yeah, to be
what's
fair,
going on.
it's not his fault he doesn't know.
I would say you're probably like a half a day away.
Okay. Half a day. On my
Oh,
own.
great. So we'll have time for brekkie, and then a spot of tea, and then maybe even some lunch, and then
Bro.
we'll meet up with you there.
Ersid said that he doesn't think that he could get used to not moving around, but Ersid loves chilling out.
That's true. Yeah, you can be.
He at
No,
least
you
likes.
can be
This
nomadic and have a routine.
I guess that's fair.
I like to rest my feet. And yeah, tea is just, it's just part of the tradition.
Maybe he's just really
Part of the
hungry all the
culture.
time.
Ersid breaks the fourth wall. Are you done speaking with Kane?
Yeah, okay, we'll see you then. Bye. Unless you, how's it going? I mean, you said everything's going all right, right? Anything to report? Oh, did you manage to speak with my sister?
I did.
And?
Doesn't seem very fond of you. So.
What? What did... What did she say?
Well, she said that you could stay fucked wherever you are, something to that effect. Get fucked, stay fucked, fuck
She
off.
said fucked. She said the F word, like specifically.
You know, I don't exactly remember what she said, but she was not happy that I mentioned your name, and she'd rather not see you.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry, mate.
And I just kind of like, is this like out loud?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured it was.
We
Okay,
kind
so
of
then-
awkwardly look around.
Yeah, and then I awkwardly look around as well, and I'm like,
Corbin sips tea.
all right, mate. Well, I'll see you later today then.
All right.
And
Click.
I'll just kind of be quiet for a moment and then get up and go to my room with my food.
Oh. I kind of look at Uwasa.
She kind of looks at you and with a very sad face. I do not think it's best for me to step in. At least not now.
Yeah, give him some space. Maybe we can talk to him later. I mean, I'm sure this is a repairable relationship. He just is going to have to put a lot of work into it.
I'm not going to be quick to make any judgments. I simply hope. I do not know what Ersid could have done that would gain his sister's ire in such a way.
Not be there.
Is that enough?
Sometimes it can be, I suppose.
Well, if that is all he has done, then I would agree with you. But at the moment, all we can do is speculate.
Either way, we're here for him, so.
Obviously. Question is how long do we leave him be before we meet Cain?
We will give him half the day, as Kane said.
And Corbin kind of looks over. Cain is not traveling with you. Did you tell me why?
Because he could not go to Weisgard with us. He killed the Nightbringer.
Huh. So, the black overtakes the night.
Seems so. Barely. But either way, I don't think they would be too keen with him just waltzing inside their walls after he killed their protector.
I see. Why did they call him Cain the Black?
Because he had black scales at one point.
He no longer has them.
He made a pact with a entity inside of a black dragon orb and then changed it to a moon woman? That's all Narissa knows.
There are many moon gods, goddesses. We elves tend to worship Sayanin, Moonbow. She is an elf as well. Maybe that is the same one.
It could be her. I mean, kind of gesture to the familiar. She gave him this. Her, him, them.
And they kind of float over to Corbin, and he holds up his hand, and they kind of sit on him like a bird, kind of like a lemur and a bird mixed together as they like crouch. I believe this is a her. It could be. This creature is nothing specific in sort of a way that it would be recognizable who gifted it. Familiars tend to be unique to their owners or their partners. So, whatever it is, it seems Cain must be better off. And how did he feel about dragons?
I think we all kind of feel the same about dragons now. It just depends on the dragon we're talking about.
So, it seems you have grown then. Just like people, I am sure dragons come with their own messes and their own virtues.
It does seem so, all the ones we have talked to. What do you know about dragons? Anything I don't?
Well, I cannot read your mind, so I do not know what you know. What I can tell you is that they are revered here within elven culture. Great beings. One of the few that live as long, well, perhaps longer than the elves. Creatures that hold great wisdom and great power. A deep connection with Elbrin. Their mere presence can change the land. I know that in the Dragkrieg, the elves sided with the dragons, not the giants. We had pacts with them. We birthed dragon riders. And in the end, they were all forgotten. A betrayal, we assume. But we turned back to serving our elven gods. That much I know.
Interesting. So many different perspectives on the same thing.
I am happy to do more research on, well, something I never thought to do. Our initial relationship with dragons and where that came from.
Any information at this point regarding it, I think, is good information. However, I'm not sure if we'll ever be able to really know unless we've talked about climbing Heaven's Spire, but I'm not sure if we'll actually get around to it.
What's stopping you?
The war.
It is a priority. Who knows? Maybe there will be nice dragons at the top who can help you quell all of Arid's violence and evil.
That would be a good thing, but I don't think I can place my bets on maybe good dragons willing to help us. So I'll bring it up as a possibility, but at the moment we are pressed for time, and if there is anything you can do to aid us in any way, we would be grateful. Whether it's just information or talking to people we don't know, but no one knows anything about Arid.
Well, I know that I cannot help you find information on Arid. Maybe I would be willing to send some of the choir that way, but Arcanum is really our forte, and there it is absent.
Yeah.
Though the depending on what is necessary. There are plenty of favors I'm sure I could pull in Molitushu.
That would be helpful.
You'll have to let me know what you need. But getting in, just show them, and he gives you a couple of pins that are trumpets with a garland around them. I will let them know that you are practitioners of elven magic, to say the least.
Great. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you need anything from us, don't be afraid to ask. Of course, it might, take a little bit of time, but...
There are more pressing matters at the moment, but there will be an ask as you are honorary members of the choir, which means there are many things you must do.
Of course, the initiation.
And he just kind of wags his finger and goes back to sipping. Well, I will leave you all be for the day. I will be in my study if you need me. Researching, as always.
I just look at Uwasa. I hope that this initiation isn't like the one back home, because that one really hurt.
Are we not already initiated?
He made it sound like there was a thing we were going to have to do.
I mean, you had to take care of me as part of the Broken Blades.
Yeah, I guess that wasn't so bad.
I wouldn't call that an initiation. I mean, you had to go to Orin, which was, from what I hear, kind of harrowing.
Yeah, but not painful.
Well, this should be manageable then. I am going to check on Ersid.
Keep in mind that if you want to go back to Burnwell after this, you can. You don't have to keep traveling with us if you don't want to. But I'm not going to tell you to go home.
She kind of scrunches up her face. What brings this up?
It's just dangerous. And it's a choice, to be out here and to do all of this. And I don't want you to feel pressured like you have to. That's all.
I have made my choice a long time ago. So long that it would be strange for me to not be on the road. And maybe stranger so for me to be away from the one I love.
I can respect that.
She shrugs. Respect, understanding, whatever it may be, the four of us have it. And it sounds like I'll have to do a little bit more here soon. So, if you'll excuse me.
Good luck.
And some time goes on. Ersid, what are you doing chilling in your room?
I'm just laying in my bed on top of the covers, just with my hands behind my head, like this, looking up at the ceiling, just thinking.
Did you eat?
No, I didn't finish my breakfast.
What's going on in your head?
I guess what I'm thinking about is, because it comes to Ersid as a bit of a shock, because my relationship with my sister before I was exiled was quite good. I mean, excellent, even, I would say. And it was a very, sorrowful moment when we had to say goodbye to each other. And she had asked me, and I had promised to her that I would find Lachlan, our brother, and that was the last time that I had spoken with her, and that was years ago. Probably like
Like,
7 years.
okay,
What did you think it was?
like 10.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 10. Like 10 years ago.
Okay.
7 to 10.
So yeah, I guess. So hearing what Kane had to say came as a bit of a shock because I know that I was not liked in the tribe. I was exiled, but I thought that I at least had one ally, which was my family, which was Maisie. And so I'm kind of like racking my mind as to why she would think that. When did she change her mind? Is it just because it's been so long? Is it because other people in the tribe have talked to her about me that maybe has changed her opinion? Or is it something, is it just my absence? And how long it has taken for me to find Lachlan and bring him back home. So I'm just thinking about all those things.
And as these thoughts sort of buzz and wave through your mind, a noise sort of breaks your concentration or lack thereof. You hear a soft knocking at your door, and Uwasa's voice. Is it? Can I come in?
Yeah. Yeah, you can come in.
And she kind of peeks in and closes the door. Her hands behind her back, sort of leaning up against it, looking at the floor. That is not very convincing.
Oh, sorry. I don't break eye contact with the ceiling. Like, I don't look at her. I'm still in my thought process.
Should I leave you alone?
I'm just thinking.
And she sort of shuffles over and sits on the bed. And she sort of, she scoots up and puts your head in her lap as you continue to stare at the ceiling as she plays with your hair. About
My family. And regrets. And what ifs. And what to do's. Yeah, and I kind of just fall back into my thought again.
I know a little of what it is like to have the people you love turn against you. Whether it is the same severity or not, I have an idea. Do you care to tell me what happened?
Do you know what? I appreciate that you've come in, but I'm not really feeling like talking at the moment. Though you're so kind, and I appreciate you. You could just sit with me for a moment.
And she kisses you on the forehead, and you stare up, her visage blocking the ceiling, her green eyes like emeralds in the sky above, the only comfort you have in this moment. Of course. We will wait until you're ready to go.
No, I guess I'll just cuddle and just try and be at peace for a moment. Yeah, and like, I don't know,
No,
try to like even fall asleep and take a nap or something.
and if that's something that you think you can do, because I'm not gonna have you roll for your
For now.
emotions
Roll
to
for
see
now.
if you can reach that state. But if you think, Uwasa's presence and the peace at mind is available to you, it happens as you rest until you sort of see twilight peeking in through your wooded space inside the Misty Pine Palace. Uwasa sort of kisses you on the cheek and rubs your face. I think we should go.
She wakes me up, or like that.
Yes, that's how
Yeah.
she wakes you up.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I kind of like force my eyes open. So, time is it?
Evening.
The sun is getting ready to crest the mountains.
What? Well, that's. Aren't we late? And I like kind of jump out of bed. We were supposed to go. No,
No,
I'm.
we are not late.
We're not late.
Oh, okay. All right.
Narissa is aggressively doing push-ups like in the foyer, and she's having Lucian put like books on her back. More weight.
Forgot Lucian was still there.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, well, speaking of that,
Mm-hmm.
is everybody here now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna. I just kind of bolt out of bed, and the idea of going to get Kane is like stifling my other
Mhm.
thoughts, and so now I'm occupying myself by doing this new task. So I just get ready quickly and go down.
And you see Lucian and Narissa on the floor going in the foyer, going through some kind of strange workout routine.
Books. I'll stand on top of her every once in a while.
I need an athletics check.
For me?
Yeah.
It's so high. 26.
Okay, it's going just fine. Lucian's full weight seems like almost nothing to you.
Like,
Strong ass.
you could hold more books, for more weight. If you need to.
Step down and grab more books.
It's starting to get a little difficult.
Okay. Like, that's good. We'll keep it there. So just
Alright.
walking in.
Yeah, I walk in. Oh, a familiar routine. Well, are we all packed and ready to go?
I think
Have
so.
been all day, yes.
But when we get there, I think that we should part ways. I'll go back
Oh,
to Burnwell. Okay.
what?
Burnwell. While it's
Yeah.
being... You know what?
Well,
You could do us a favor by doing that. If you are willing to send correspondence.
I don't know how long I'll be there, but
What do you plan on doing in Burnwell?
going back to see Mother Ganaya and see if I can find a heading from whoever wants me to go find whatever they want me to go find. A sword of some kind. But he said I
Well-
was too busy.
I know you won't believe it, but I'm sad to see you go.
We almost
Okay.
died in the Goblin War on the Feywild, and we brought the goblins back. That was a thing that we all did together, so.
We did, and I'll always remember it as the time where I was in the craziest place with the craziest assholes I've ever met.
I do hope that we will see each other again, and hopefully, maybe, we can get rid of some of these goblins.
Yeah, if we're ever in the same neck of the woods again.
It's a small world.
Smaller
I
than
don't
you
know.
think.
Well, anyways, let's go get your friend. For the second time.
Okay.
And the time turner turns as you dismiss yourselves from the Misty Pine Palace. Kane, you have an easy time traveling. You see a lot of the different landscapes as you kind of head from where it seems to be near Levendale down to the moor. You start to see where the Badlands begin to overtake the greenery of the environment, and every step of yours becomes a little less comfortable. The ground underneath you becomes more rigid, rough, arid. And then you push even further, and it starts to become this murky blackness you are so familiar with. Coasting across the winds are the moans of the forgotten and damned. You begin to smell the ichor and rot of the moor, and every once in a while, as the dead trees start to kind of peter into view, you see soft lights bouncing in and out in between the branches. You push further into this familiar space, these moans growing louder as you go ever present. You see the many hanging bodies from the trees, from their crucifixes, from their impaled pikes, whatever it may be. More wisps tend to bounce around. Where are you going in the moor?
I'll stay, I'll go to where we met, the giant the first time when he came out of the snow.
Oh, like the edge.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll survival.
Sure.
Kane's foot gets caught in the mud, and he's just like slowly quicksand sinking.
Damn.
Yep. That's what happened. 7.
7. You have some trouble finding that exact spot. There are some groves nearby that may resemble where you were, but the only like steadfast landmark that you're able to track is Castle Neratar, where you met the messengers.
Fuck it. I'll go to Castle Neratar.
Okay.
I don't know there's a dragon living there.
I mean, you do, but
Does he?
yeah. Because I told you all when I went down there to talk to Senkali, and then it came to talk to us later. So you do know that.
That's true.
And
Well, what are you gonna say?
I mean, that depends on what you're going to say now.
I don't care. It's the only landmark. I'll go.
As you get into the sort of grand courtyard where Narissa and Isahu had their bout, there's a marked lack of life, even from the Moor. You notice that when the messengers were here, even though whatever happening in this area may have been questionable, there were signs of joy, of living, of excitement, of adventure. And now these decrepit walls and these ruined pillars that stand around you feel more absent than ever. You find a place to sit and push the day away. What's on Kane's mind?
I think the dream, for one, what the old lady said to him. I have her in my notes, so I can't remember her name though. And then just still Val, and I think that I will cast Message.
Sending?
Sending.
Yes, sending, sorry. And I'll say hey Val. I know that you're probably still mad at me, but I still want you to know that I'm really sorry, and I'd like to talk in person when I get back to Burnwell. Love always, Kane.
Kane sending an I'm sorry text.
I need a persuasion at disadvantage.
Oh, God. That's gonna be an 18.
An 18.
Mm-hmm.
No response. As you sit with your words and your thoughts and your apologies and regrets in silence.
Alright, well then I'll just... Is there a big old long feast table in this?
There is. Yes.
I'll just sit in the chair and sit at the head of the table with my feet up, arms behind my head, and whistle a tune until my friends show up.
Are you guys teleporting to the castle, I assume? Or where would you guys go?
Where does the object take us? Into the castle?
It takes you into Senkali's room.
Then that's where we go.
That's where we go.
Yeah.
'Cause by logic of the game.
Oh, yes,
We use the object.
Then you kind of show up at Senkali's room, just overgrown and damp and dank. You kind of step out. Are you looking for anything or doing anything in the castle?
I don't think so. I think we've looked through this castle more than a couple of times. I'll give Senkali's room one last good look.
What are you looking for?
I know that Lucian found some books in there, like his journals and stuff. I think I'm just looking for, like, any object that could be useful or anything that we missed that might, like, give us insight into what he's trying to do.
Roll investigation.
Actually good. 17.
17. Anything you missed or gives you insight into what he's trying to do. You find what looks to be the remnants, or a piece, I should say, of a shell. On said shell is writing in a strange, boxy, almost octagonal language. You don't know what it says. You don't know what it is. But feel free to roll the depending on what you would like to know.
I think first I would just hold it up to Airsid and be like, do you recognize this language?
Well,
What languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, Giant, Orc, Sign Language, Sylvan, Thieves' Cant, Undercommon.
Odd.
Not immediately. It is unrecognizable to you.
Do I recognize the... Yeah, well, it's not a language that I speak, but I guess now then the next question is, can I recognize the language?
Roll. I think this might have to be let's go history. I think that'll be a fair ask.
I help him.
You have proficiency?
Efficient. Mm-hmm.
What languages do you know?
Fuck, I think. Sorry, let me find it. La la. Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Undercommon.
Honestly, I'm just gonna have you roll a standard intelligence check, and you are not able to help due to the nature of languages that you are fluent in.
Me make the intelligence check or Ersid?
No, Airsid, sorry.
Okay.
But you can still recognize languages that you don't speak.
I think that's fair, but I think with the way that this world works, I don't think you would have any basis to know this language.
So it's not
Okay.
in a script that we recognize.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. 10.
10?
Yep.
You're drawing a blank. You have never seen script like this before.
No, can you tell? Never heard tell of
Chalkboard.
Does
such
it-
a language.
Does it look at all like the Yuan-Ti language? It's completely different.
There are
Yeah.
minor similarities.
I'll hold on to this until we can find someone who can translate it.
If for nothing else, just to know what languages that is. Because that's going to bug me.
So now I just need to know for the sake of it.
Because I'm a traveled gent, you know, so I've come across quite a few languages. But
It could be
Add it to
ancient.
the repertoire.
it could be ancient. That's true. Well, hey, Umbra, you around?
And they float up to you, kind of wave a little bit.
And I pet them on the head.
Aw.
And I say, "Hello, Kane. We're here to pick you up. Where are you? Where are you? Are you out by the tree line?"
I'll just like yell, not through Umbra, because they're just like down that hall, right?
No, they're under the ground.
Oh, they're under. That's right. I'm in the room where Narissa fought her brother.
Oh,
Maybe
Okay.
you should come down here. It might be
Sure.
safer if we hide in this room.
this is where we stayed last time. It's secluded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We're in St. Khali's.
I'll make my way.
Yeah.
Down there.
room.
I don't think Kane's ever been to Senkali's room.
Give him
Sure
directions.
Okay, you give him the directions needed. Kane, you find yourself pushing through the room where they did the ritual that brought Uren back to life. You realize after you exit this sort of tree-like nexus that you enter a cavern labyrinth thing, a lot like the underbelly of Orin, where vines and logs and multiple pathways crisscross each other, diving down into what seems to be a bottomless pit where you assume a dragon may lay beneath the murk, the mists, and everything. As you walk through this maze and find a door in the side of the dirt wall. And there again are your friends. And Umbra rushes up to you and kind of like spins up your body and like kisses you on the forehead and perches on your shoulder.
Well, Pat,
Hey, you made it.
here I am.
Long time no see, and it didn't even take
2 years.
Yeah.
Sure didn't.
How was the road?
You know, a lot less traveled when I wasn't with you two.
Incredible how that works.
Yeah,
Well,
it was really great. Not
you know
that
what-
I wasn't with you, but just that I didn't have to, kill things to not be killed.
well, you know what they say. He who travels alone travels the fastest.
Fair
Damn,
point.
Riley, you are mad out of focus.
Blurry.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, we have plenty to talk about if you're ready, or we can.
Yeah, may as well pull up a chair because
Yeah.
we're not going anywhere.
I know it's always all business, but
Yeah,
that's
I'm ready.
all right.
Well, why don't you go first? You know, Kane, I feel like you actually would have less to tell us. Because you were in one place the whole time.
Yeah, anything to
you know.
anything to tell us that we don't know.
Yeah, what happened? How was your time in the slumber?
Bad. It was really bad.
Oh, not good.
No, not
Oh.
good. Not good at all. About as good as you could probably imagine. Did meet a couple of good friends who you met. And then turned out to be some underground king, which, again, you already know.
Yeah, but like, what was your like living situation, your accommodations and such?
Rags.
You slept on the ground on top of a rag.
Yep, and I wore them.
Oh, did they feed you boiled onions?
Or something. Of the like.
One boiled potato.
Were there ever any gang fights or the like?
Oh yeah, plenty. You know, that guard wasn't the first one I'd seen get a pickaxe in the eye.
Oh, really?
Mm,
So it's
Plenty
pretty
of them.
violent down there.
plenty of rock heads. Rocks being smashed into heads. And
Rockheads. That's what they call it.
They call them rockheads. I thought you were just being like derogatory.
Yeah, it did kind of sound derogatory, which is really
I was
funny.
being racist.
Said, oh, they have slurs down there? That's not a surprise.
Well, they call them rockheads because their head is gone and now replaced with a big boulder
With a big
where they lay.
A rock. Yeah.
Right.
It's like a blood eagle.
It's canon. No, it's not like a blood eagle.
Well, I like the name of it.
I mean, I guess they're just still alive. Rockheads ain't living.
Not for long. You're not living.
No. Yeah, plenty of finger breaking, leg breaking.
Did you ever get tortured?
I suppose you could say every day was torture.
Mm. Did they cut your feet and make
son.
you walk across salt?
No, they did not cut my feet and make me walk across salt, but walking on the ground every day barefoot in the bottom of a mine does tend to cut your feet up.
Well, you got good calluses now.
Yeah, you're tough now.
It all turns to callus.
But did anybody know you or figure out what it was that put you in there? Really, I mean, like I'm just in character right now. You know, what we would talk about.
I mean, yeah.
Did people ooh and ah when you said you killed the Nightbringer?
Did you tell people that you killed the Nightbringer, or maybe that would bring you too much smoke?
No, I told a few people, but some people don't believe you when you say, you're a skinny half elf who kills the Nightbringer.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you forgot to mention the part where your big buff wood elf ally did most of the heavy lifting.
Right.
Right.
And our friends who are also there, but
To be fair, those friends did a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
they did do fucking jack shit.
Well, most important question, did it make you want to not commit crimes anymore, or are you still just ready to commit crimes?
Are you reformed?
No. I would say that the prison system does not do much to help reform inmates.
Right. I mean,
Did
it doesn't sound like it was
properly train you to re-enter society?
No, I would say not, unless you are going in there to slam pickaxes into the ground or other people's heads.
Doesn't seem like an
Which-
environment that would make you want to be better, that's for sure.
I don't think it was that place specifically.
So it's safe to assume that you still got your sticky fingers and your hungry eyes.
Absolutely.
Just be careful where you put them this time and run things by me before you make big decisions.
Well, I assumed
glare
or
really
thought-
hard.
I thought that our plan would go better than it did. I did not anticipate him being there, which is the reason it happened in the first place. If he wasn't there, he wouldn't have died, and the plan would have gone the way we had discussed.
The
You know-
reason he was there was because we didn't tell them what we were doing. So, I mean, that's not exactly the reason, but it's okay. Look, I'm not going to hold it against you. Just if you do anything like that again, I will kill you myself. Are we clear?
I feel like you are holding it against me, and I will say, I didn't want to betray anyone in the first place. That was you two who said to betray my love.
I just would like to point out that Narissa said we didn't tell the Nightbringer. So if that truly is the cause of it, then it's we didn't tell.
I
the
said
Nightbringer.
we. All three of
Oh, yeah.
us. We did not
Right.
tell.
So then it's not just me and Kane.
No. What we should have done was tell all of them what the plan was. That's what we should have done. We didn't do it, so bad things happened, I understand.
Well,
But
you know,
If it's any...
whether it was for the orb or not, he was on my hit list.
it's just
That's
your
right.
timing, Kane, that's all.
That's what I was gonna say. If there's any consolation here, it's that the world is arguably a better place without the Nightbringer.
It is.
The timing, sure, was poor, but do you think whether I did it when a dragon was attacking or when the whole world found peace, if I killed the Nightbringer, that Weisgard wasn't going to throw me in the bottom of the earth?
I think there could have been better plans.
I think they would have done it regardless.
If you got caught.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Yeah, either way, it's fine. Just,
that's the way the cookie crumbles.
it will not crumble again. At least not in the same way.
Lucian and Wassa just going ham on some rations right now.
I guess
Michael
that-
Jackson. The Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eating the
Yeah.
popcorn. Alright. All is forgiven. I love you. It's fine. Let's move on.
Moving on.
Should we tell him everything that
yeah.
happened?
Yeah, do you want to literally tell him
No, I
everything,
think
or-
we tell him like play by play everything that happened and everything that we can
Yeah.
remember from like the moment
If-
he went to prison
He-
to.
Yeah, yeah. And if anybody in the audience would like a refresher course, you can watch our episodes on YouTube.
A lot of things happened. It was crazy.
Thanks for the
I think
plug.
it's-
And then we went to the
Yeah.
Feywild, and there was this goblin, and there was the god, and the goblin crystal, and then we were getting Uwasa's voice back, and the Airsid doesn't actually remember any of this.
I'm trying to steal this book from an outpost of Ered,
Hmm.
but we were trying to set up. What are they called?
A
A
trap?
trap?
No, the
Oh,
group.
the Midnight Carnival.
Oh.
I'm trying to set them up, and then we were thinking about killing Big Black, and then we didn't.
we thought
then-
about killing a lot of people and then didn't.
And it's just like a montage.
Yeah.
Of us just like word vomiting everything
Yeah.
that happened.
And you definitely tell the story where it's like you tell some things first and then have to go all the way back and like catch yourself
Yeah.
up. And
Yeah.
Bam.
Oh wait, but we didn't even tell you about the hag that
Yep.
we met in the field.
and before that, so yeah, we
Which
spent
is
a
really
lot of
funny because Riley, you were. This is just funny because you
you were there.
physically
Yeah.
actually there. As a person.
we spent a lot of time like sitting at a campsite doing nothing. So, to be fair,
Continue to bullshit.
okay. So now let's talk about Arid.
Let's talk about the future.
Let's talk about what we already went over what happened. Let's talk about what we're going to do. So, Weisgard made it sound like if you were helping us outside of Weisgard, they're not going to do anything to you. And for the time being, I do believe that.
Well, what are they gonna do? Send me back to the rock prison?
I mean, yeah, it's gone. And it doesn't behoove them to kill you or to try to kill you during this time. You're more helpful as an ally. And it's not
Right,
like
and
we can't bring the Nightbringer back, and you're not gonna kill him again, so.
Well,
yeah, and they see the value in having us as allies as well. So if we choose to work with you to achieve a mutual goal, so just kind of logically makes sense that they will allow
won't
this.
try and kill me.
Yeah.
I really
now.
wish we could have you send to Phil, but I don't think it will get to him because he is probably in the anti-magic circle field that surrounds Arid. But that would be a good, if we could get to him somehow, that would be our best bet.
Maybe we could infiltrate.
Arid?
Tried
Did we-
sending
did-
Raven.
Did we determine if the anti-magic thing is like a natural occurring
Yeah, it is.
thing?
It's
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
thing you can turn off.
Right.
You could
But-
try anyway, but
If we were able to quell the magical storm, then why could we not turn off or shatter the non-magical barrier?
maybe it's possible, but we would have to like get in there and see where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Which
I
I'm
also
not
feel
saying
like we'd
is,
have to
like,
do.
A horrible idea, but I think currently, with so much unknown about them in the position that they're in, I think sticking with the plan we have is better. Perhaps once if the assassination goes correctly, which I would hope that it would, but then you would be able to figure out maybe what is actually going on in there.
Yeah. And truth be told, the anti-magical field is not the biggest deterrent against myself and Nerissa.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Lot of good, I'll be.
I mean,
Sparkly fingers.
there's still things you can do, even if you're not as effective against the Arid soldiers.
Yeah, you've got that silver tongue of yours.
I don't think we're talking our way out of the war.
But we
No.
can talk our way in.
You can talk your way in.
Do they not, like, have a way to check if you are a magic user, though, maybe? I don't know anything, but they seem pretty, like, anal about that. Unless you're going to remove your scars. Or
I think they would spot
tattoos.
you from a mile away.
Yeah.
You've got arcane symbols all over you.
Yeah, well, they're covered now. You can only see them a little. Plus, I'm really good with disguise, kids. If it's purely physical. DM, with my knowledge of sending, would I know that if I sent a message to Phil and it was interrupted, would I know that it was interrupted, or would it just seem like he didn't respond? Or would I even know?
I want to say you wouldn't know, but allow me to double check. So that way I'm not giving you...
there's also...
I mean, your character could theorize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Good
also a
sound.
chance he's not in Arid and could hear you.
That's true.
And he just seems like the one that could give us the most information. And if he's sending it, like, through his head, then there's no, like, trace, there's no paper trail, you know?
You don't think that... You might notice, depending on... You'd probably have to make a check to see if you would notice. But I think there would be enough of an interference that it would come to you. Yeah.
Oh, he's got to plug his headphones in.
Headset died.
Yeah. Because I think getting information is our, like, number one priority. It's really hard to fight an enemy that you know nothing about.
You said that potentially I could notice if I made a check.
Yeah, I think that there'd be enough interference for you to know, because you would spend the spell no matter what. You wouldn't be able to be like,
Right.
oh, I can't target him.
Mm-hmm.
Can give it the shot.
Yeah,
Well, do
why
it
not?
right now.
Why not? I
What,
will-
what are you gonna say to him?
I don't know.
Hello,
What do
Phil.
you want me to say?
Can you... yeah, just ask him what we want to ask him, I guess, because if he can respond, he will, and if he can't, then he won't. So just...
Well,
Should we
I
ask...
feel like Phil is pretty loyal to Erid, no?
We'd have to ask
Like-
him something vaguely
Yeah, I mean,
innocuous.
I don't just ask him, hey, when's the best time to come and kill your king?
Yeah.
Right. What are we trying to discern from him?
Even maybe
Well,
where he's at right now. Could be useful information.
It would, or if there's even another way to, like, just set up another means of communication. Do you know what I mean? Like, use the sending to be like, hey,
Is
where
there a
are
better
you?
way to talk to you?
Is there a better way? We have, like, lots of questions. Because, like, realistically, we would have a lot of questions.
Sure.
And simultaneously, we don't want to show our hand.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
If we could,
it
because
would-
you're, yeah.
like, if we could speak with him in person.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if
yeah.
if we could be like, are you in Burnwell?
Uh-huh.
Like, or like, are you going to Burnwell soon? Or you
As-
know,
yeah.
what's up?
Let's try and keep it more friendly and less like, I mean, how much does he really know about us trying to stop a war or fighting against Arid in general? I don't think he knows
I don't
anything
think
about
anyone knows anything about that.
Yeah, they don't. So we don't
yeah.
have to. We don't have to.
We don't have. heat on our back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We can just ask if he's in Burnwell and we can meet up at some point to talk to him.
All right, I'll cast sending.
What do you say?
Hey, Phil.
Just got out of prison. Would love to see
Looking to
him.
looking to
Just got
reconnect with
out.
some old faces. Where are you? We'd like to have a meeting.
Over drinks.
In person over drinks.
In what? Okay.
I'm at
I'm at-
15, right?
I'm at 21.
Yeah,
Really? Oh, okay.
Alright, okay. Yeah.
Go ahead and
Please
make
respond.
I'll go ahead and make an Arcana check.
10.
10. No response. And you cannot tell if it's due to interference or by choice.
Damn.
Well,
That really sucks. It would be
we
nice.
tried.
We can always
know-
try again.
I have to assume, actually, that if he could respond, he would. So, actually, I think that this answers the question. That he must be in Erin and did not get the message. Why would he just ignore you? Like,
Yeah, that
He
doesn't
was-
seem like
he-
him.
no. So, I think actually by logical elimination, we've got our answer.
Yeah, because there's no reason he wouldn't respond to that. Even just to be like, can't talk right now. So,
Cool.
All right. Well, on to the next thing then.
So-
That's out the window.
we're going to have to. I don't know. We're hoping to talk to the leader of Oblivion's March because perhaps they can offer the best intel or mode of getting into Arid undercover. Our current
Yeah.
plan is to work with Weisgard, Ersid, and a few others who are stealthy and good at disguising are going to sneak in and assassinate the Pyranist, while the rest of us draw the Arid soldiers out into battle to pull the forces away and kind of thin them out.
Yeah. We would need to know. We'd need to have like full backstories, potentially, for those in disguises. We'd need to know exactly where the Pyranist is going to be, what his routine is like, points of entry from the backside of the mountains. There's a lot that would need we need to learn before we can execute such a plan.
My thought as well is that maybe I can ask Kanawa if he would be willing to help us. I mean, having a whole dragon on the field is intimidating, if nothing less.
Most definitely.
It might be a bit of a hard sell for Desiree, but I'm sure a lot of the other Aetir and Weiss Guardians might be willing to overlook it if it saves them and their kingdom.
Maybe. I don't know. You can certainly try.
I certainly will.
Well, in the meantime, I think we've agreed that the next place is going to be Muli Tushu,
We need to talk
Or-
to...
or the Shard first.
We should talk to Waipo first. And then she'll
Okay.
pull out like the clip thing pin that Corbin gave her. He said this has some sway there, so hopefully we can convince Waipo to send soldiers out to help Weisgard.
That would be good.
And then once we've done that, we head into the mountains.
To find
Look, the shard.
a shard.
And the monastery if we can.
And that's in the same area? No.
Yeah.
It is.
It's in the mountains, yeah. Which is like same area. But, yep, I think we're all caught up there.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Let's see. If that's all you got going on, you would rest comfortably throughout the night. I do want everyone to make a perception check.
7.
16.
I'm 8 for Kane and 19 for Lucian.
And
I can, wait. I can roll for Uwasa, unless you already did.
no.
I assume we kind of take watches, yeah.
18.
18. And as watches pass by, as far as you are all concerned, the night goes on cozily inside the old abode of Senkali.
I am gonna pull out my book and ask Senkali, like, are you in touch with Kanua? Do you know where he's at?
I can be. What need have you for Kanua?
I want to ask.
Really quick.
Hmm.
But I'm not with you, and I'm just asking you. Does he know, what's his opinion about Arid?
I don't know. I think
Or we don't know.
I don't think no, because I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't remember Aaron ever telling us. Like, my guess is that Senkali like kind of can't be asked because he's like similar, like the speaker. He was like, I don't really do anything. I just let stuff happen. And I think that he probably would be like, I don't really give a fuck about these guys. I have bigger works. Like, I have more better things that your mind wouldn't comprehend. You know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
So what you're saying is you don't know and you've never asked?
No, I'm just
Okay.
gonna be like, I want to ask him for help in the upcoming war between Arid and Weisgard. What do you know about that?
I know that there are happenings. I know it weighs on the mind of the speaker. I will speak with the speaker. He will inform you of Kanua's future involvements.
Thanks.
No response.
Okay.
So morning comes in the moor, and you all say goodbye to Lucian as you go your separate ways. And he takes his first step back to Burnwell to try and understand and live out his destiny. While the rest of you, I assume, teleport to the Misty Pine Palace?
That's as close as we can get.
Yeah.
And then we gotta walk.
Okay.
On the road again.
Now that I have this map in front of me, the Misty Plain Palace is in the Pleasantwood?
No, it'd be in Sopberry Den.
Sopberry Den. Okay,
Mhm.
that's what I...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just have to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Woo-wee.
So let's get it. Let's travel.
Okay.
And we're walking. Wait, did we teleport already?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're walking, and Edison's like, we're on the road again.
I'm gonna
Making
need.
music with my friends.
I need a performance check.
Very well. Natural 1.
Yeah, your friends aren't making music
Said,
with you.
"Oh." Air said you have a lot of talent. Singing's not one of them.
Well, I'm not a bard.
Kane like reaches for his lute or for his violin and then just puts his hand back down.
Nothing's going to save it.
Nothing cohesive there. Wasa's just cracking up. Survival checks, please.
You have advantage.
Okay, well, hopefully this is not a natural 1, because this matters. Natural 20.
There we go. See,
Okay.
many
Total-
talents. Singing's not one of them.
Total of 31.
Total of 31. You are making extremely good time. But you notice a heavy concentration within the Silver Pines of monochrome.
If I catch one of them, I just stomp them.
Alongside that, one thing you notice, let's see, it's quiet. Extremely quiet. Not as if there are no living creatures here, but as if they are all trying to keep a wide berth from you and whatever else invades this space.
So, like, no
Birds chirping,
animals, no birds chirping.
no
the air
trees
is
rustling.
still.
Damn God.
Off the road. Well, okay, so the chrome stuff, is that off in the distance, to the side of us, in our path? Like, what's that?
It's everywhere, in splotches throughout, as if someone had thrown buckets of paint to color this sort of black and white canvas that you are now stepping into. Every once in a while, you'll find a patch of green and snow-coated trees, and then it goes back, all the way back to black and white.
Okay. Well, I imagine I'm in the front, and then I'll just like stop walking, and then I'll go. Shh. You hear that?
I don't hear
So-
anything.
No birds. No wind.
It's the goblins.
They must have spooked this area. Well, truth be told, I'm not really worried about goblins. Like, if we have to fight them, I suppose we will.
Didn't that one guy almost die last time he fought goblins?
Lucian.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was because of like very like intense, extreme circumstances.
I thought you were gonna say goblins.
That's what I
Extreme goblins. Despite the
I've been told,
circumstances
because I
and-
don't remember. We were flying, and like we were thousands of feet above the air, and was an objective that we needed to do. So, anyway,
I mean,
I mean, really,
if
I
they
mean-
cross our paths, we will kill them. I think it is
certainly.
pretty simple that way. Whether it will
So, I
be
mean,
hard or not.
I suppose we have two options. I mean, I could chart us a path that maybe is like not in this region. That's just gonna add time.
We just walk straight through.
Or we can just go straight through, and I'm not really. What worst case scenario, we get our hands full and we'll just teleport out of there.
Cool.
All right, but maybe keep a keen eye out and a
Sure.
soft foot.
Doable.
Okay.
I mean, at this point in time, it's, you're at the entrance of, the Silver Pines. It's probably time for you to rest unless you'd like to push through the night.
Oh, okay.
Thoughts on that?
I mean, I know we're in a rush, but I suppose there's no reason to exhaust ourselves and then we're less capable. Rest.
Why not?
Who's got the next best keen eye? I think it's Uwasa, right? I think
Yes.
it's important actually that maybe we should split the watches so that Uwasa gets one and then I get the other.
Sure. That's a good
Just to be
idea.
more tactical.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right. I guess I'll just start pitching a tent.
Are you guys staying up at all, setting up a fire, or just going straight to bed?
I mean, it's cold, so I'll probably set up a fire, warm my rations, but nothing crazy.
You're doing the fire?
Yeah.
Roll perception.
Ugh.
Can I see what she's doing in the periphery of my vision?
Your passive will account for this.
6.
Okay.
What is your passive?
21.
21.
Holy fuck.
I don't see shit.
Yeah, Narissa, the fire lights does its thing. You start to warm the rations. Eris, did you notice there was a surprising amount of trouble?
Sorry, you cut out right when you said surprising amount of what?
Trouble getting this fire lit.
Hmm.
Not only that,
Right.
but the fire itself, it's a fire, but it's not strong.
Do I take that into consideration for the environment, or is Narissa just exceedingly bad at
Asking the big questions.
No, I think once I noticed that the fire is dampened
Weak.
or not outputting the appropriate amount of heat, I think I would find that strange. I think there's something in the air because this fire didn't feel right.
It is kind of small.
Well,
Are
it's
we
not
in-
just that. What?
Are we in black and white right now? Are we in a black and white area or a colored area?
Not the colored area.
Color.
But it's so cold or
It's
something.
still fucked up.
Hmm. Does it feel exceptionally cold to my skin?
About as cold as it was in Paikiwanua, maybe a little bit colder.
strange. It doesn't feel like unnaturally cold.
Can I tell if it's some sort of magic affecting the fire?
Roll Arcana.
You got it. Fucking bastard. 8.
Wow.
Could be.
Well, in any case,
Yeah.
I think it's just more evidence that we're surrounded by goblins. So, but we already knew that. I want to, like, what is our direct surroundings? Is it woodlands? Are we in, like, a little grove, like, valley in between trees, you know?
You might have found like a nice spot to camp within the trees. To the right of you is the sea of fallen stars,
Mm.
and then to the left of you are the peaks. So you're in a sparsely populated wood right now. It immediately gets a lot more dense as you push forward, but right now you could camp really anywhere you could find the space. So I assume you'd want to be closer to the mountain as these kind of peaks rise up to the west of you.
Yeah. You know what? Would it be possible if we can all see in the dark here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might it be better, since we know we're on enemy turf, if we just didn't have a fire?
It will be cold, but sure, we can put it out.
We have gear.
Did you guys buy cold gear?
No.
Then
Oh, all right. I guess I didn't think about that.
Yeah, cold gear is like a specific thing. Like, we have bedrolls and stuff, but we didn't buy any, like, snow pants or...
I will
Well,
tell you
Castle even has
this,
tiny
whether
huts.
you stay
Oh,
or
yeah, you
continue
do
to
have that.
move. Oh.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, do that.
Does Liamon's tiny hut say anything about the effects of the environment?
It makes it warm or pleasant or something like that.
Creatures. Spells, magical effects can extend through the dome. Cast through the atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside.
Okay.
Comfortable and dry, that's what it was. I remember you guys using it under, not under the water, but like in the underwater cave. You were like, oh, it's dry inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll sleep in the tiny hut.
Okay. What are watches? It's up to you if you want to play these out as we travel, but I would at the very least like to know what watches are.
And you can't see into the hut.
No.
They can't see in, it's opaque.
Yeah, you can like,
And
you
we
can
can
make it a
see
color, but yeah.
There's snow around though?
A little.
Fine.
All right. Well,
It's just white.
Yeah.
I'll go second. I figured there's more dastardly things out there deeper in the night, so I'll go second.
So I'll go first.
So then
Marissa's
Uwasa-
second.
Yeah, so I'll be with Harrison.
Okay. Can I get perception checks from Uwasa and Kane?
Cool.
Dirty 20.
9.
9. Kane. Look. And she points towards the wall, and it's a little distorted as you stare off into the forest, but you see a large silhouette pushing deeper into the forest. It was just standing there, watching us, until It realized we could see it.
And now it's just walking away.
Yes.
Do you want to know what it is?
Aren't we safer in here?
Sure we are. And we'll stay in here. And I will have Umbra go invisible.
She disappears.
Go follow that thing.
They kind of, you don't see them, but they salute you as they fly out of the Lehman's tiny hut. Go ahead and roll stealth for Umbra, please.
Fuck, 1 sec.
Imps, I think,
Am I
have.
using an imp stealth now?
Yes.
I think they have pretty decent still.
Plus
Wow.
5.
It's +5?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Advantage because they're invisible?
No, that just allows you to stealth without hiding.
Okay, 14.
14. Okay. Now roll
And I
perception.
will now roll a perception.
Yes.
Do you have their stat block pulled up, Ibrahim?
I do. They just have skills: deception, insight, persuasion, stealth. So
Be a
I
plus
guess it
one.
just would-
Yeah, it's just a.
It's just +1.
Big roll. 13.
13. They push deep into the wood. But quite quickly they lose sight of whatever it is that's lurking around.
Is Umbra an actual imp?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
by all accounts at this like okay,
Mhm.
so then they have devil sight.
They can just go invisible, and they have devil sight.
Okay.
That doesn't help with anything like
But
that.
no dice. I suppose that doesn't help here.
No, that only helps with magical darkness.
All right then.
And they sort of kind of come back to you a little dejected as they let go of their cloak.
Hey, it's okay. You know, you can't win them all.
And they shake their head and they walk over to their little your little bedroll and tuck themselves in.
Little pet.
And they coo a little bit as they close in. Is there anything else you would like to do on the watch?
Make a cup of tea. Do we have any tea?
I'm sure.
I think tea is a standard ration due to Airsid's
Yeah.
involvement in the party.
Cool. And then for when he wakes up, I'll just leave it on the coals if he wants some.
Oh, that's sweet.
The pot.
Is it like a like an English breakfast tea?
Yeah, it would be an English breakfast.
That's what I figured.
What? Not a fan of English breakfast?
I like Earl Grey.
Earl Grey is good.
I
Anyway.
like it, right?
Just the party just going on. What kind of tea?
What
do
kind
you
of
like?
tea?
Oolong.
Yeah.
Everyone who happens to be in chat, please post your favorite tea
Favorite tea.
so we can get our party some recommendations. As the shift changes from Airsid, from Uwasa and Kane to Airsid and Narissa, please make perception checks.
I imagine you tell us, right?
Yeah, that you saw the thing.
Oh,
Shift change. I'll let them know. Big.
Man, I am
Thing.
not rolling well.
I'm not
Well,
either.
I did have that natural 20, but 15.
8.
The night goes on without a hitch. You don't see anything out in the woods nearby, as sparse as the trees may be. But this silhouette that Kane and Uasa mentioned does not seem to reappear.
Well, no news is good news.
I agree. Shall we wake them up and be off?
Yep.
And as the morning comes, the tiny hut sort of dissolves, leaving you now barren to the effects of the weather. As a soft wind picks up, a flurry of snow passes you by, sparkling throughout the trees in the sky as you push deeper and deeper into the wood. Please roll survival.
Get advantage. She's like, we're gonna have to pick up warm clothes and Molly too.
Yeah, I'm realizing that now.
Like, it was cold in Pikey Winnow, but we didn't spend much time up in the mountain. We like got up there, camped like inside with a fire, and then walked down it. So a little different.
I got a 27.
Okay, awesome. You're making wonderful time. You are turning your slow travel into a fast travel as you continue to go. Are you keeping an eye out for anything, or are you just relying on your passives as you push?
I mean, I would be keeping an eye out.
Then I need a perception check from everyone who is trying to. And what exactly are you looking for? Goblins or whatever showed up last night?
Yeah,
Or really
goblins and
anything.
Shadowy. Yeah, really. Yeah, anything that moves at this point, because also there have been no animals. So, if at this point, because I've noticed that there are no animals, if something is moving, either we have come now to a place where there are animals, or it's a bad thing. So,
I rolled a 1.
Nice.
I'll have Uasa roll with me. So
Blinders on.
Wow. Okay. 15 for me. That's like the third 4 I've rolled. Okay, good. And 24 for Uasa.
She's keeping her eyes peeled.
Wasa, she kind of comes up to you, and she points at the ground. You see tracks. They look sort of humanoid, but they're small. Probably half the size of your feet. At the ends, the toes seem to be pronged with claws. There's at least 10 sets.
Any particular direction that they go in?
They're heading north.
Ooh,
And as you look through, you
that's
see
where we're heading.
you're headed northwest.
West.
Okay.
It's straight north, but on that path you see a large concentration of grayscale within the wood.
I guess I like to imagine that she, like, just quietly signs to me.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah. And I give her just a look.
Just a look.
Just a look.
Yeah. And a very small head nod. Yeah. Well, that's going off in a different direction, so. Actually, do I recognize the footprint?
I think you can assume they're goblin.
I
I think I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I was, but I I assume the Ericid would assume that as well. Okay. I guess I'll just point them out to the rest of the party and just give them looks and then keep walking northwest, I guess.
That might have to be something we take care of at some point.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll kind of turn to you and I'll be like, do you want to just make a pit stop and go fuck up some goblins? It seems like you're itching for it.
I'm just guilty that we did this.
I agree. I don't remember, but you've told me the story, so I too feel guilt. So I'm very much looking forward to killing goblins.
I'm just not sure. Is now the time? Do we do it now? How much time is it going to cut up, you know? We can do it. But
Gain, what do you think? You should get a good warm up, don't you think? You haven't used
oh my
your
god.
I mean, Moira's down for a tussle.
when have we ever specifically gone in the direction
Looking for a fight.
looking for a fight? You know, we get into a lot of fights, but I don't think we've ever gone in a direction to go fucking kill
We said
people.
we're just gonna go kill someone.
I don't think that's true. I think you guys have gone looking for fights a couple of times.
It's been a while, but we do specifically ask for hands.
You know what we could do, actually, is we could get one of these goblin fuckers, and then we can make him squeal. We could get information out of him. You know, it wouldn't be an entire waste of time.
I suppose that's true. If we can figure out how best to corral this problem, maybe we don't have to go on a goblin genocide. Maybe we can force them, for better or worse, to behave.
Right. And if we have to crack a few eggs to make the omelet, then whatever.
So,
I mean, we did bring this here. We should clean it up at least a bit.
And then I kind of just stop walking, and then I just adjust my direction, and then I start walking in the direction of the footprints.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna need
Yeah.
survival checks.
Advantage.
okay, and also, you said they lead off to a specific chrome-looking what?
There's a heavy concentration of grayscale in the forest as you go
Oh.
this direction.
Right. Yeah, I would say, are we in darkness?
At this point in time, no, it's day.
Okay. I was just wondering if we were still in trees or stuff like that. So
You guys are in
okay.
the trees, but I wouldn't call it dark.
Okay. Well, I'll roll my survival first. 22.
6.
Okay. It is not. Tell me, how are you approaching? Are you guys stealthed up? You guys just rushing
Yeah.
in? Okay, I need stealth checks, please.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I guess we will. Ooh, not good for me.
I was gonna suggest I go up 50, 60 feet ahead.
Okay.
And then let me see. How's Wasa doing with that? Oh, she's very good at that too. Excellent. So then I'll go 100 feet, and then Wasa should go 50 feet,
Okay.
and then the rest of the party.
Okay.
So we're staggered out 50 feet apart.
So, Ersa, you come on them first. You see
I rolled 21 for
21
stealth.
for stealth.
And Uwasa rolled a 24.
Oh wow. Okay.
Pretty good.
You see a good amount of goblins sniffing around and sort of just shouting to each other, a gargled mess of grunts and chokes as some of them climb trees, others are on all fours just sniffing the ground as they like go in, and they start kind of infighting, yelling, trying to figure out whatever it is that it looks like they're hunting.
Okay. So as soon as I approach this, I hold up a hand. And then Uwasa sees me hold up the hand. And then she holds up a hand.
Okay.
Relay.
And,
Yeah.
yeah. Can I get a count? Can I assess approximately how many there are?
You counted 10 sets of footprints. Here you only see 8 goblins.
Only 8.
Okay. So I will relay to Uwasa in sign language that 8 goblins, 2 goblins unaccounted for. And then I'll say stealth back 50 feet and relay the information.
Wassa sends back to you guys. Well, not sends, but heads you guys up. We are missing 2 goblins.
I whisper that to Kane.
You'd be telling both of you.
Okay, she tells us both.
Yeah, I imagine you two are just next to each other.
Unless you guys staggered out too.
Not really.
That's what I guess.
Know why we would be. Okay, well, why don't we just go and kill them and then wait for the other 2 to show up, and then it's 2v4, and then we kill one of the 2 and then leave the other one and snatch him.
I will let Ashley know. And she signs all of this to you once she's back in position.
Okay. I'll give her a thumbs up, and then I'll sign to her. I'm gonna. How far away am I from them?
How far away do you want to be?
Well, how far can I possibly see them?
I think you have. I will say you have to be within 60 feet.
60 feet, but it's daylight.
I mean, the trees are pretty dense. So you can see them, but if you want like a good position, like understand everything, I'd say 60 feet is reasonable for a clear dissertation of what's happening.
Okay. Then I will sign back to Uwasa. I am gonna climb a tree and hide. And then you guys should approach them and just, I don't know, bum rush them. And then I'll shoot from the shadows.
What's the signal?
By the time you get back to tell them, yeah, okay. You wait for, so you're gonna go back and tell them all of this stuff, and you're gonna creep up another 50 feet. So you're gonna go back to them, move up 50 feet with them, and then so that you can see them, and then wait for me to take my first shot, and then bum rush them. That's the signal.
You're okay. It's the shot while they're within
It's the
60
shot.
feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to shoot first.
Yeah, because then I can get surprise.
Okay. And then we'll come in after.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood. What's up, little man? Just a second. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Five. No, 6. Still.
It's a good thing we use staggered initiative.
21.
Nice.
Iwasa got 11, and I got 22. Nope, 24.
Okay. Oh. 24?
I got 24.
Okay. The closest time it's ever been to someone going before Erson.
Ooh.
What is this? Oh. The last time we used this map, it's when you saved the hag.
Oh.
All right, I can try out my new toy.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, huh?
As soon as I get this all nice and set up.
Dang, I'm so used to playing my assassin rogue on Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna get these crits that I usually get.
They just happen less often, and they're not as good because assassin. But they're good because of the way we do our crits. What are you sniffing?
That's
Monkey?
true.
Place yourself 60 feet back.
Okay. Let's see. Well, the map is not really even.
Double, make them all 10-foot squares.
Okay.
Or 60 feet from, like, this goblin?
Yeah, I'd say he's the foremost goblin. So somewhere in this area, whatever your ruler will
so
say, 30 feet.
I'm 30 feet, which is 60 feet in this tree. Well, I'm gonna try and get in the tree.
Yeah, you're in the tree.
Yes.
What are you doing, JC?
I'm trying to get in. Can't remember my password.
Oh, what a time to not remember your password.
I always forget it. It's because I have like a couple, and I'm never sure like which one it is.
Just have Google remember it for you.
You know, I bit the bullet and I just gave Google the keys to my life, and I just let.
That might be the idea.
It's so much easier.
I've done that as well.
Dang, okay.
There are very few things that I'm doing that I think make me special enough to hide my password. Or-
Man. I don't know why it's taking so long.
You want to play Tsubasa as well?
Oh, sure. Do I have access? I don't.
You don't? Then I will place her. Or you can tell me where you want her.
What is she? I should really study her character sheet.
Yeah,
I'm gonna continue to do this.
it would be a good idea. She's interesting, to say the least.
You hit a creature or you
You'll have to go 5 feet back.
Okay.
Well, actually, I think I'll put Uasa over here.
Here. Let's see. You want her closer than 30 feet? Or 60 feet?
No, like, this is good.
Okay. So we got the homies bunched up. What's everyone's stealth again?
19.
Okay. 3.
Okay.
I got. Fuck, I don't remember. I think it was 21.
I think it
I'll
was
just
21
go
as
with
well.
21.
What was
Yeah.
Uasa's? Do you remember?
I think it was 24.
Yep, that sounds right. Okay. We start at top of the round. Ersid, you see these goblins sort of just milling about, shouting at each other as they begin to press deeper and deeper into the forest. It's your turn. Or it's player turn.
Okay. Well, who's gonna be my next victim? I'll shoot this guy that's by me.
Let's see. Light them up one more time. Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Come on.
Do I have advantage because I'm hidden?
Yes.
Oh, wow, it's been a while since I fought, so now I can. Okay. I have advantage. I'm gonna sharpshooter. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 15.
15. What's the archer dude right here? And it is just enough as they turn around and begin to lift up their arrow, their bow and arrow as they shriek. The other goblins all immediately come to attention and look as this one immediately go ahead and roll damage.
All right. So, oh man, I don't get my shard of Slardior anymore.
Oh yeah.
Not.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Oh yeah, I have 2 attacks. That was my first. Okay, 4d6 and a d8. I think that's it. Oh, and favored foe. I'm gonna favored foe.
Don't forget about your free D8 from Gloomstalker.
Oh, I thought I was gonna use that on the second one.
Oh, that's up to you. Generally, it's on your first attack, but you can choose.
Okay, I'll use it now because I made the hit.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Okay, ready?
Yeah,
I think that's all correct. Okay, so that's 20, and then that's plus 10 with the sharpshooter, and then plus 3 for dex. So 33.
Okay. 33 as they're pulling up their bow. The other goblins turn around. This arrow whizzes through and leaves like an actual gaping hole within this goblin's chest, reaching up through its neck and its throat until what is left connecting its head to the rest of its body leans so far right that it eventually just falls off as the goblin dies in a pool of blood.
And I think to myself, oh yeah, this is gonna be, this will be fine.
Next attack.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna turn my attention to this guy on the far right.
Okay.
He's holding like a morning star or something.
Yeah.
No, that's a mace.
Same diff.
Okay, so riddle me this then. I got advantage because I was hidden. I have not used a bonus action, correct?
Use your bonus action. No, you haven't.
Okay. So then I'm going to use my bonus action to steady aim so that I get advantage again.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna sharpshoot.
Okay.
Natural 20. Yeah!
Ooh,
He's just dead.
Yeah, how much damage?
just-
Okay. All right. Oh, I got it. My new toy.
Oh, it's an extra 10 damage?
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you need me to pull it up or do you have it written down?
I didn't write it down, but it was it's an extra 10 damage on crits, and I get half of the damage roll.
No,
life.
you get 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, so I deal an additional 10, and I get 10 hit points.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. So that didn't have a sneak attack on it. That's okay. That's just going to be 1d8 and 1d4.
Are you moving your favorite foe over?
Oh,
So it immediately does 16 damage,
yeah.
and then you get the sharpshooter, which is another 10, so that's 26. Then you get the necrotic damage, which is another 10, so that's 36. And then your dex is +3 or +5?
3.
+3?
3.
Okay, so 39, and then whatever you roll on your d8. And if you move over your favorite foe, then that as well. But that
Yeah.
will spend a use.
Oh. Yeah, it seems like overkill at this point. It's not necessary. Two.
Okay. 41 damage. How do you want to do this?
Just so the first shot goes, and the first guy gets his chest blown open, and all the goblins look over, and they're like sniveling, and they're like, and then like they're trying to like ascertain where these arrows are coming from, and before they figure it out, they see the second one let loose. And they like watch it in slow motion as it like hits their friend on the far right. And this doesn't make any sense, but I just want him to just like explode. Like he just disintegrates.
sense.
Like it just goes.
It's okay.
And his feet are the only thing
Just a
left
red
left
mist,
standing.
except for his feet.
you pull out you pull the arrow back and somehow shoot it off at Mach speeds as a sonic boom emits from your shot as this creature is disintegrated in front of your eyes. Your bow, or the arrow as it flies through the air, is coated in this strange black, almost like slime, as it flies through the air. And as it makes impact, the slime spreads out to every single piece of this creature and condenses into a orb that breaks into a mist that you absorb back into your 10 temporary hit points.
Nice. And then I
Anything else to
whisper
do with your
myself,
turn?
I whisper to myself, "Oh yeah, I like this toy."
Ericus loves murder.
I need you to make an insight check.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. 16.
Okay. Nothing to be noted. Goblin turn passes. Player turn.
Oh, they're surprised.
They are surprised.
Well, Narissa, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
It really doesn't matter.
Are these 10-foot squares or 5-foot squares, Aaron?
10 foot, my friend.
That is so ass. 10 foot?
Well, we had to ambush them.
Fuck, I'm not fast anymore.
Yeah.
That ruins my plan. I don't want to cast that then.
What you gonna do?
Oh, fine. Man, this is debilitating.
The distance?
No. I will.
Right, you haven't played Kane in a long time.
Can I move through Narissa's space?
Yes.
Yeah.
30. Okay. Fucking stop. Why are you doing this? Move to here. And I will shoot these two fucks with an Eldritch Blast.
Good old
2 for this first guy,
Eldritch Blast.
1 for this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, good old Eldritch Blast.
So these two right here.
Yeah,
You
this
said
one.
2 for this one.
2 for this guy, 1 for this.
Okay, let's see it.
Alright, first beat. Let's see. 22.
Hits.
First beam. That's really unfortunate. 13 for the second one.
Misses.
And fucking 11 for the third shot.
Also misses as the two. Did you roll at advantage for the first?
No, I rolled all 3 at disadvantage.
Oh, are you still exhausted?
No, but I'm poisoned.
Why?
Oh, because he has not been cured.
Oh, I could probably take care of that for you.
So
Okay. So then you rolled him at disadvantage. Reroll. I think we just leave it. Because you hit the first one. That'd be the only one that would benefit from the advantage. So that first one hits as the other two beams kind of spread wide into the rest of the foliage. The goblins do their best to duck and dodge out the way after that first beam connects. How much damage?
it is. Sorry, I've lost the map.
You're good.
10 damage.
10 damage. And he kind of screams as he begins to hold on to his shoulder. This open wound, blood begins to gush out. They are going to make a massive damage save.
Also, why I didn't cast Hex before I went.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, bonus action. That's why I said it was debilitating.
Yeah, no, that definitely it's not a fun disease. Okay, he is looking pretty dazed as far as everything goes. Skip another goblin, play your turn.
Okay. 10, 20, 30, I can get here. I guess I'll just
Kill him.
attack.
You say that like it's boring.
I don't think like it's not boring, and she's not gonna rage because she's not like angry with them. I think she's just like, this is a thing that I have to do, and she feels kind of bad. So
Damn.
she doesn't like killing stuff.
But you're so good at it.
Yeah, she is really good at it. Does she likes it. 21.
It's
I guess we'll just see. They probably don't have like a ton of HP.
Well, I one-shot one with 33 damage.
Yeah. So it's more. It's this. 22 damage
jeez. Why so much?
because of my 2 extra d6s on the first hit.
Why do you get 2 extra d6s?
Well, the one is for the radiant and the other is the lightning.
You don't get the radiant. You're not raging.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Take away 5 of that.
Okay. 22 down to 17.
Yep.
On 2d4?
Mhm.
Plus 4? Or plus 3?
Oh, I'm not raging. Take away 2 more of that.
So 15?
15. Sorry, I'm just always raging, so I forget that I don't.
Okay. That's a much more reasonable number.
Okay.
Okay. You take this goblin's head right off as it's just grasping as its shoulder. It's screaming. You come through in mid-scream, just right off the top.
Okay. And I'm just gonna look intimidatingly through the visor at the other ones because I can't get closer.
Dang. Okay. Another goblin turn passes. Uwasa. Would be you, Ibrahim, unless you want me to pilot her.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Uwasa. No, that's fine. I was just gonna have her. I don't know. Scooch up. This is 10.
Yes.
Like if she goes 10. How are we doing this diagonal?
That's fine. We'll just follow the rulers.
Okay. So then 20, and then 30 right here. I don't know. Just put her here.
That's right. I have to be the one who. Sir. Okay.
And then she's got like a dreadful shot, a dreadful strike. Dreadful strikes, which adds a 1d4. And she'll take 2 shots at this guy on the far left.
Okay. Advantage
So
on the first shot.
roll, 25.
Hits.
Okay. Do you want me to do damage first before I do the second shot?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll all night. So that's 1d4. And then a d6.
Let's go.
Alright, plus 2. That's 7.
Okay. Still standing.
And then second shot. 23.
Hits.
And then that's just. I don't add the ability modifier on the second shot, huh?
You would add them to both.
Oh, okay, great. So 4.
So 11 total.
Yeah, 11 total.
Okay. Still standing.
Pew pew.
Pew, pew.
Yeah, that's her turn.
She has a bonus action shot if you want.
Oh, she can shoot both with her action?
She has extra attack.
Oh. Excellent. Oh, now that's why I added the ability modifier both times.
No,
I see.
all of
Yeah.
hers get the ability modifier.
Oh, I thought when you attacked with like an offhanded weapon as a bonus action.
She has 2 weapon fighting.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Uh, third attack is 17.
Just barely hits.
Let's go. Okay, so that's 11, and that's 8, so that's 19 total.
19 total. Okay, 19
Yep.
total damage. This guy is still standing, riddled with crossbow bolts, as he swings and begins to charge towards the party. Due to the way we're doing initiative, I mean, everyone else is surprised, so we're back to the top of the round with a player turn. The goblins are no longer surprised.
Nice. So let me just pop off another one then.
Okay.
We just pop off another one.
Bonus action, steady aim, sharpshooter.
Which one?
Oh, this one.
Okay.
On the far right, closest to me.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 18 minus 5. That's 13 plus my to hit, which is 9. So 22.
Hits.
Do. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of those. I'll use my favorite. No, I don't need to. This is overkill. I'm not gonna use my favorite. 17 plus sharpshooter, 27. Nope. And then plus my ability martyr, plus 3, so that's 30.
Okay. Another goblin deleted.
Deleted.
This one is gonna bounce as it screams, and it kind of calls all of its buddies to run deeper into the forest.
Uh-oh.
We gotta get the fuck out of here. These guys are crazy.
Oof. Okay. So it's a good 60 feet away. Player turn.
I'm gonna run up and grab this guy.
Athletics check,
I'm gonna
please.
take him to the ground. Hopefully.
I think you.
20.
You got him.
Okay. He's just so little.
Yeah, you just kind of sit on
Sit
him.
on top of him.
Anything else?
No,
Okay.
I'm just holding this guy.
We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. He is gonna super bounce. Player turn.
Who bounced?
There was another goblin here. He took his leave. He's 90 feet away.
They're pretty fast.
90 feet. Wow, yeah. What are their... They have, They have
Most-
45 speed?
They have 30. One is 60 feet from its original position. The other is 90 feet away from its original position.
Some of them can dash as a bonus action, I think. So.
Okay.
Well,
I imagine you grabbed that one.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think I
sitting
heard you
on
say
him.
that.
She did.
Yeah, because I don't want him to get away. We have to question one of these guys.
I'll move there. How far would you say this one over here is from my position?
One that dashed away on the left side.
Yeah.
That's 70 feet right there. So we would call that That's probably a good 90 feet away from you.
Okay, I'll cast Eldritch Blast. All three.
Okay. You got disadvantage, and there are definitely trees in the way.
Just hitting trees.
Enough to bestow upon them half cover.
22.
22
Mm-hmm.
hits.
Second shot. It's a 19. And a 16. So 25.
Hits.
Ooh, that's only a 4 though. And a 1.
And a 1. Okay. One of the bolts just kind of splizzles out as the other two fly through the trees, even breaking through a few of the branches and some of the like actual trunks just to meet their mark as it rips this creature open, its chest entirely just blown out, blood flying into the trees in front, coating this monochrome landscape in the sheet of red as he falls to his death.
Okay. That's... Yeah.
This turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one's gonna bounce 60 feet as he attempts to disappear in the brush. Uasa's turn.
I think she's just gonna hang out.
Okay.
And just look out.
And as time
then-
goes, go ahead.
But I was gonna try and shoot one of them.
Okay.
If I imagine that then we get to the top of the round.
If you would like to continue shooting at them in their distress, I am not going to stop you.
In their distress.
Well, I'm going to use my savior shot and try and shoot one of them with non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Through his kneecap.
So you're gonna steady aim and shoot through.
Yeah. How far away are they from me? I guess that other guy hasn't gotten a chance to go again, so he was 90 feet away from where he was.
Let's see.
I mean, it's all within the range of my longbow.
I was gonna say you got like 600 feet, don't you?
I have 600 feet.
Yeah.
And also, I ignore...
2/4 or half and 3/4 cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing fine. You can hit them.
Okay.
Though
So
we are
I'll
out of initiative. I'm gonna say that much.
Okay. I figure, why not try and grab 2 of them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, take your shot.
No sharpshooter this time, because... Yeah.
No overkill.
But if I don't sharpshooter, then I might not be able to... Well, it doesn't matter. I rolled my dice already, so let the dice play. And I rolled double 7s, so that's not going to hit.
What is it? Total?
16.
Hits.
Ooh.
All right.
Get 'em.
Oh yeah, I'm getting sneak attack. What am I talking about? That's plenty. That should be good. Oh, and I'll favor fell.
Oh man.
Just to make
Okay,
sure.
you're making sure.
Just to
that
make
goes
sure that I
down.
can get him. I got him. I rolled 27, and then plus my ability modifier is 30. So.
Jeez, as the arrow streaks through the trees, managing to avoid any sort of obstruction due to the flora in its path, and you kind of The arrow slides through this creature's knee as it screams and shouts. Its leg completely debilitated after this arrow. It's just sticking out both sides.
Damn, mine's
You
unhurt.
used to be an
It's just sad.
adventurer.
And then I took an arrow to the knee.
I'm gonna run up and collect my quarry.
Roll athletics.
27.
Okay. This fool's unconscious.
This fool's-
As you begin to drag him back, the other one in Marissa's hands is just doing its best to like bite and chomp at you, but it can't find purchase between your armor and your technique.
Can you speak common?
It spits in your face, or it tries.
I don't know if that's a yes or no.
It growls.
Can you
Do I
understand me?
pull-
You
I'll
killed
pull-
brethren.
sorry.
Yeah. I did.
No need to
And we'll-
speak.
What did he say?
No need to speak.
Would you like to join them? I'll say,
Yes.
conjuring an eldritch blast. What? Fine. Fine, if that be your wish.
I walk up with like blood on my face as I drag the other goblin.
As
Hey.
this other goblin takes the Eldritch Blast to the face, I assume. Are you gonna shoot him?
We have two.
Wait.
All right, all
I
right.
say as I pull up.
You see Erson dragging another goblin. This one begins to kind of like tear up and snivel and just kind of like yell into the forest.
I'll
Do you
get
want
an evil grin on my face, and I'll point the eldritch blast I have charged at the other one.
Damn.
Wow.
And what for?
What?
Why kill us?
Are you not a scourge along the countryside? I mean, what have you been doing? Haven't you been hurting people?
And
yet you
hurt us.
Yes, because we didn't know how strong you would be if you would want to talk. I mean, maybe it's
So
not
we
the-
have been given information that you have been causing chaos amongst innocent folk along.
They snap at you.
Listen, I'm inclined to let you go and go back to your palace, but you know, we need you to understand that. You know, I'm even willing to say that you can live here, but you just would have to live here peacefully. And I haven't seen evidence of that. We have been told by others that you have ravaged travelers and the such and the like.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Ten.
Okay, yeah.
They spit in your face.
Hmm.
We live how we choose.
If you live how you choose, then you will die how you do not choose.
Okay.
And for everyone you kill, you will find a dozen more.
I take out my rapier and I cut off his foot.
He screams in pain. Go ahead and roll intimidation.
The irony of this is I'm not very good at that. I'm cutting off his foot.
You get like a 3, and you're like, how is that not intimidating?
I rolled a 12.
What is it you want? Why?
We came here to prove a point, to throw our weight around a little bit, so to speak. We don't want to wage a war against your kind or some kind of genocide. What we want to do is prove to you that we can,
Send a message.
so don't attack people. And don't do what you want.
We're
Roll
gonna,
persuasion.
well, can I say something that might help her?
Sure.
Okay.
Not you.
You've got one good foot, and your pally over here has one good leg. Together, you can help each other walk, and maybe you can get out of here free, and you can go back and you can tell all the goblin pallies that you have to stop fucking around. And if we hear that you've been on better behavior, then perchance you won't come across us again. But if we hear that the goblins keep running amok, you best believe your species is going extinct.
I will allow a persuasion from Narissa or an advantage intimidation from Airsid. Because you don't have, are you proficient in intimidation, Airsid?
No, I have a +0.
Okay, I'll give you advantage on intimidation. Or Narissa can roll persuasion. That was good, but that turned it into an intimidation tactic.
I think advantage is better.
All right, if you think so. I have a +1, so it's either your advantage flat roll.
Advantage is better.
I think advantage is better.
Yeah.
Than +1. 14.
Getting incrementally better.
Fine, just let us leave. Let us leave.
Insight.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
Let us leave.
Oh, okay.
17.
17 insight. This fool's scared for his life. He has no hope within himself. He's gonna go. But
All right.
he's gonna do what you tell him to do.
Oh, okay. I think they've got the message.
Message delivered. Now let us go. Let us go.
I stand up off of him.
All right.
And he grabs his friend and like slaps him awake. And he looks up with fear in his eyes, and they both kind of like hobble off as quickly as they can into the forest.
I don't know how well that will work, but
Well, it's gonna go one of two ways. Either it worked, or we just became goblin enemy number 1.
well, at least it's just us. If we're goblin enemy number 1, so be it.
Yeah. I would have liked to chat with that bloke a little longer. I would have liked to know who he reports to, but it was pretty clear that he wasn't gonna chat.
I mean,
So-
we did come in killing them and then hurt them, so.
We
No,
should
I'm-
have killed his friend in front of him.
I don't know. I think he was plenty
And
scared.
it's been too long. You haven't changed.
Prison did nothing.
And you have this is there anything else you're doing in this area?
No.
Okay. Let's determine watches, and let's finish up this last night before we call it quits and move on.
Uh,
Same as
I'll-
last time or
I'll-
switch?
Yeah.
I need
Same as
con
last.
checks from everyone for the harrowing cold that you are now thriving in.
Is it a check or a save?
Con save. I mean, there's no such thing as a con check.
Wow, that was bad.
Wait, can he? It's a new day. Can he cast Leoman's tiny hut?
He can, but this is for the trek.
Oh, okay. All right. Con saves.
11.
Yes.
Do I get a +1?
Yep.
You get whatever. Yeah, you would.
This isn't an ability check, right?
No.
Let's go. 17.
And Wassa?
Mm, here. It's just always, it's always a thing with her.
Kane got a 22.
Okay.
Oasa got a 6.
Wassa is now suffering from a level of exhaustion as the cold grips onto her a lot tighter than it does the rest of you.
Mm,
It's cold out here.
yeah. Well, let's get in the tiny hut and warm up.
And you get in. Do you guys like light fires in the tiny hut, or how do you just let it be what it is?
I mean, if it's already warm,
It's
right?
comfortable.
It is what it is.
We can. It doesn't
I
hurt.
think just for the aesthetic, we would light a fire.
Mm.
The
So we
comfort.
can make some tea.
Roll
Yeah.
survival.
23.
Fire doesn't light.
Damn.
With a 23?
What if I?
What
if
could
I
I
cast
even roll?
Dispel magic?
Then your hut.
I
Well,
mean, you
no,
would have
'cause
to
you
be
can-
targeting the hut.
Yeah, you can target just an area, I guess.
Yeah, well, I can cast the hut again.
Are you gonna target the hut then?
No, I don't
Well,
I don't think
Well-
there's any reason to target the hut.
no, but it says creature, object, or magical effect within range.
You'd have to know what the effect is.
You can't just
Fire
walk into a room
dampening.
and just dispel magic that's in a room.
You cannot.
Hmm.
Whatever. What a trash spell. All right, fine then. You're bad at making fires, Ersid. What happened to you?
What happened
I'm
to
telling.
you?
I don't know. I just did what I always do.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Don't.
Just taking out my frustrations on someone else.
It's too cold here. Please, just don't let up on him so easy.
You said start the
Don't
damn
let up
fire.
on him.
I would like to be warm.
Never mind, Ersid. I meant what I said.
Get that fire going.
I mean, it is warm in the hut.
It is warm.
Not warm
Yeah.
enough.
She's cold. Cuddle her.
All right. Yeah, I was. You stole that from me. Yeah. Jump in my sleeping bag with me. We'll cuddle for the night.
And she's just shaking away, freezing, shivering as the night goes on. Are you guys all just sleeping, or are you guys taking watches?
I don't know.
We should take watches.
Just, yeah, roll for him.
Narissa and Kane, Ersid and Wassa, since they're sharing a sleeping bag.
Sure, we don't gotta see nothing.
I mean, unless you want to, she's gonna be a disadvantage.
Yeah, we have bad.
That's
we have
true.
Bad.
It's better, honestly, this way if she's at disadvantage. So you two just go.
Okay. Natural 20. He's a 20.
There you go.
All right.
I take it you guys are going first then.
Yeah. I'm seeing this time. My eyes are peeled.
Healed up.
You see someone walking up to the hut.
Oh God.
A familiar face.
How big?
Small, no bigger than 3 feet.
Oh, okay.
It's the Goblin King.
It is the Goblin King.
McGlubbiet.
Magobliet. How do we say it?
Mglubbiet.
Maglubbiet.
McGlubbiet.
Magoobliet.
A knock on the tiny hut,
Oh, no.
and a smile like that of the Cheshire Cat. Bones jingle, eyes piercing red through the darkness, and a small bow as they release their top hat.
We're not home.
Sure you're not. Why don't you let me inside?
Oh, no, I don't know about that. Maybe we can come out.
Feel free.
I look at Kane. It's the Goblin God at the door.
You know what? I'll step out.
You step out and you see this skeevy little guy, long nose, long ears, all kinds of piercings through a very nice suit with like a cravat, with like a bone necklace hanging down. Their eyes small, beady, and red, and in their top hat, they seem to have a skull of what seems to be like a rat or some other type of rodent adorned where a bow would normally be. Well, don't remember you.
He wasn't with us.
Yeah, how you going, mate? Name's Kane. Reach my hand out.
Name's McGlubbiet. And he reaches his hand out and gives you a little shake. A very strong and firm shake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder if it has to do with all those magical items that he has. To what do we owe the pleasure of such a dapper individual such as yourself?
Well, it takes one to know one, doesn't it? You dress fine yourself. Who is your tailor?
Can't remember.
Shame. Well, I can get you in touch with mine. That is, as they look over at Narissa, for a fee.
And what would the fee be?
Well, you see, it seems some of my mates in this forest are working. They found something nice. Something that I would like them to have. Leave them alone. Or help them get it. And maybe we can talk about those magical items you so graciously gave to me in the Feywild.
Help them get it.
Yes.
What is it?
They smile. A smile that's almost too large for their face. A unicorn.
A unicorn?
Indeed.
Why do you need a unicorn?
Why do you need a unicorn?
Well, I don't.
You don't, but I do. So if you would help us get it, that would be grand.
Why? So you can kill it?
Drink its blood.
Become immortal?
What is
Hurts
done
forever.
with the unicorn afterwards is not much of your business. But if you help us
what's-
catch it, you will receive a reward.
What's this reward?
Well, that depends. I have some very interesting trinkets from the Feywild, or if you have any specific requests, I may be willing to acquiesce.
He sounds more and more like Beetlejuice as time goes on.
That's a pretty good comp, I think.
Okay.
What do I know about unicorns?
What do you know? Roll Arcana.
I don't don't know shit about unicorns. I don't even know the name.
You said it, not me.
What even is a unicorn?
Fancy horse.
Like, yeah,
Why
with
do
a
you
horn.
fancy horse with a horn?
Indeed.
What's special about it?
Find it and maybe you'll see.
Okay, McGlubbiet.
I'm asleep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
You
are.
can wake him up.
Yeah, but they didn't. So now I'm just asleep. I would, and you know what? It's good. It's better this way because I would just shoot him.
Yeah, we leave Erison asleep.
Okay.
I don't really want to do anything for you necessarily. I understand that you're. I mean,
Oh, come on. Aren't we friends? You helped me, I helped you. Scratch your back, you scratch mine, I'll scratch it again.
mm,
2 scratches for the price of 1.
Yeah, so if it's 2 scratches, then how about half payment now? Half payment upon completion.
Oh, silly young man. You are a gentleman, but the first scratch has already been scritched.
I think it would be better if we could come to some other kind of agreement.
And what would that be?
We don't want your goblins just attacking people.
I'd say unicorns, worth a good amount of time of not attacking people.
A good amount of time.
Yes.
Yeah, like forever.
I don't even think I can control my mates that well.
Okay, but for as long as maybe we don't have to fight and push them out and hurt them.
Oh, you could try, honey, but you're never gonna get rid of them all.
Well, I mean, no need to sell yourself short, right? King of the goblins, god of the goblins, and you can't control your own mates?
Could, wouldn't,
Wouldn't or couldn't?
wouldn't.
But wouldn't you rather help us and get in the good graces of all these people and then live in luxury?
I live wherever I want. This is the most luxury I've had in a long while. Much better than a dusty old rock, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we got you out of there, so...
And now I'm everywhere.
Okay. Gibbles.
This is why I
Where?
would just shoot him.
Where is the unicorn?
It's nearby. A little further north, I'm sure you'd run into its little den. Full of daisies and hollyhock and all that type of gross shit.
And we're just supposed to wrangle it.
And bring it to my friends. My children, if you will. Oh, how I love to be a doting father. Take good care of them. I'm sure you can understand.
Nope.
Oh, you didn't like it when your parents took care of you.
Well, I mean, I did, but I don't know what it's like to take care of said children. You know, we're getting off topic here. Will you or will you not tell your goblins to not ransack the earth?
I can probably make an agreement in this specific area for the next 50 years. How about that? Or you could be a lot more interesting and fun, and I can give you some toys to play with. No strings attached outside of the hair on the unicorn's nape.
You just want the hair.
Well, it's like strings.
She just stares blankly.
I see. Wordplay is lost on this one, isn't it?
Okay.
Can we talk about it, Kane and I?
Yeah, how about that? How about you come back in the morn and we will have an answer for you.
Not really a morning guy. I think
Come back in the night.
I'll find you. Won't be hard.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't seem to struggle this time, so.
We're tied at the hip, you and me.
Mm.
And you look down, and he was kind of over there, but next thing you know, he is on your hip, just kind of sticking out.
She cringes.
We're like brothers.
And he
Only
pops
closer.
off, and he just kind of starts floating around. All right.
Okay.
Well, then I'll see ya. Kane, was it?
That's the name.
Oh no! Oh my god, every time.
And he smiles,
We are so.
and his body disappears, his smile and his eyes left behind as they finally fade away into the night.
Like the Cheshire Cat.
And that is where we'll call it. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us, friends. Thanks for playing with me, guys. See you next week.
Hopefully we can get to either monastery or temple.